This week, it is last year's divisional round rematch. Packers and Rams. Here are your 3 keys to a Packers victory. My first key to victory is get turnovers. In last week's loss, the Packers had, I think, about 7 opportunities to get a turnover, and we couldn't do it to save our lives. Darnell Savage had 2 taken away from him and 1 that he could have gotten, but instead it was a pass interference call. Matthew Stafford will give you some opportunities, but we will need to capitalize on them this week. In the Rams' last 2 games, Matthew Stafford has had 4 interceptions, and in those last 2 games, the Rams have lost both of them. My second key to victory is protect Aaron Rodgers. Like we all know, Aaron Rodgers has a fractured toe, and we all saw that toe too. Can't believe that actually happened. Last week, Rodgers went to the locker room early because he said he re-aggravated the toe during the game. He hasn't practiced all week once again, but he will again play this week and toughen it out. Also last week, the Packers lost another offensive lineman in Elgton Jenkins. We will have 3 starting offensive linemen not play once again in this game, and David Bakhtiari, Josh Myers, and Elgton Jenkins. So that means that the great Josh Neiman will step in once again at left tackle. Then Royce Newman and Lucas Patrick are both not playing great football right now, and we'll have to go up against Aaron Donald, which is very, very, very scary to think about. That is one matchup I think the Rams will capitalize on. But anyways, the Rams have one of the best fronts in the NFL with, like I mentioned, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, and Von Miller, to name a few. Last year, the Packers' O-line was not fazed by them at all, but this, of course, is a different O-line than last year. And my last and final key to victory is limit the big plays. The Rams have a lot of firepower on their offense, so one of the best wide receivers this year in the NFL, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, and recently required Odell Beckham Jr. This year, Matthew Stafford leads the league in 40-plus yard completions, which should tell you guys how good this offense can be when it gets rolling. Other than last week, the Packers have been great at limiting big plays all year long with great safety play from Adrian Amos and Darnell Savage. One way they can help that is to get pressure on Matthew Stafford. If Rashawn Gary plays, it will be huge in a Packers victory this week. Also, Kenny Clark is going to need another phenomenal performance like last week in this game. A lot of different options this week, but there are my 3 keys to victory. Another tough NFC opponent ahead. Going to have to play our best football this week. Make sure to follow us on everything here at the Underage Packers podcast, and let's get that win. Go Pack Go.